Look what came in the mail today. All right, so let me get this out the way. Oh my goodness, this box is so heavy. I was so excited to hurry up and rush home from work today just to unbox this. So let's go ahead and let's see. I'll start here. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. One thing I noticed, it's not a big deal, but from all of the videos and the photos I've seen from my planner friends, I'm missing that little polka dot brown sticker that seals the box. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's not a big deal, but that's just one thing I just noticed right away. Where's that brown sticker that everyone has? Because I, yes, definitely was looking to add that onto my notebook as a little sticker decor, but no big deal. Let's go ahead and start with this right here. Okay, the lighting is definitely giving this warm glow as it is nearing sunset, and I hope you don't mind, but I also hope it captures the natural colors of the items that I got. Oh my gosh. So I'm so excited for this order, and I'll tell you why once I go through this box. But let's take a look at these covers that I picked up, or actually that I ordered through the main website. I just couldn't resist. I hummed and hawed over this. And some of you may remember that in my last Hobonichi video, I shared this other A5 Cousin cover that I thought I was going to just be satisfied with. It was a very small haul that I got, but you guys, you know what they say, if you really want something, give it like 30 days to think about it, and if it's still something that you feel that is needed, then perhaps you could definitely make full use of it. And that is exactly what happened with this. It's been what, about well, it's been over a month since the main launch on Hobonichi, September 1st, and I'm still thinking about these items that I'm going to share with you. So I have plans for these, and I am just so excited for these covers. Okay, I know some of this crinkling may irritate some of you, so let me go ahead and take these out of the covers so that way we can just bypass all the crinkle noises. Okay, so the first cover that I got was this adorable elephant for the A5 size. It's just giving me like comfy, cozy hug vibes, and at first glance, I loved it, but I thought, I don't know, the blonde hair and the pink color of the elephant really, it stood out to me, but I thought it was maybe too much, like it stood out too much, but I just could not stop thinking about it, and I've really gravitated towards it throughout the weeks. I think the reason why like the blonde hair too was, it's something that maybe I didn't connect with, was because there was already like yellow here on the flower vase and then yellow on the floor. So, I mean, it does tie in, but I would like it, I was imagining it to have a little bit of contrast, like maybe if it was like dark brown or maybe not black, like dark brown. I can technically go in and maybe color this dark brown to give it a little bit more of a contrast, but I just felt like it blended in too much with the other yellow in here. But you guys, in time, I just really needed this cover. I love it, and it's really it's very smooth. And then the border here with the brown, it reminds me of a piece of toast. I love this so much. And this year, I don't know what's gotten into me. I've really gravitated towards soft, like pastel colors, whimsical, just nostalgic like vibes and energy. So this is something that I can see myself using as an A5 cover for not only the Hobonichi Cousin, but what's nice about these covers is that because it's an A5 size, you can use it for any A5 notebook. This is the Midori A5 Codex, one day, one a page, and again, I shared this in my last video, but this would fit in here. So for my art journals, this is perfect. For a daily log, this is perfect. This does not have to be limited to just a Hobonichi brand notebook. Here is an A5 Leuchtturm. If you maybe want to jazz up your cover, but you want to stay in the same system, like if you want to switch up, you know, like your notebook, but you don't want to jump out of the journal, consider getting a cover. These are the cute little beads, the wooden beads that come on here. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. Oh, this is tightly. So that's one nice thing about having covers on your notebook, is that it feels like a new notebook without you having to lose the inside contents, and it just feels like fresh, new, exciting. You can kind of like switch it out like an outfit. So yeah, you can use this for any A5 system. And then it also fits the Hobonichi Hone. So this is the 2024 edition, but if you wanted to again switch it up, these covers you can use with these as well. I'm not sure how it will be in time as the notebook bulks up, because you do want to use these, you know, butterfly loops to put your pen through to connect the notebook. So it may be a little bit of a challenge, but for me, I can use this as a nice cover, or like a cover with my Midori, or an A5 Slim notebook, which is my Moleskine. You guys know I love my Moleskine notebooks. I don't care what people say. I love my Moleskine notebooks, especially the expanded version. So because this is slightly slimmer than an A5 Hobonichi, when it does bulk up, I will still have room to close this cover and then stick a pen in here. Let me show you. So using my TWSBI fountain pen, this is in the Cafe Bronze, medium nib. See, you could close it like that. Or if you want to carry two pens, you know, you can make use of these like this. So whichever you prefer. But let's get on with the haul, because I have many things to share with you. So apologies in advance if this is a little bit of a longer video, but I'm really happy that I got this cover. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like a dinner roll bit bread pillow. So cute. I have a feeling this may be a cover for next year, 2026. But yes, I'm very happy that I got this, because this is something that I was still thinking about, and I'm glad I got it. I also got a clear cover to protect it. Okay, so this part right here you want to put on the back side, and these just go over the cover like this. Squeeze them onto or into the edges, the corners. Right here, you just kind of lift it and then just cover that right there. Let me remove this. And then you'll do the same on the other side. Just tuck the corners in like this. And then just kind of glide that in there, and then there you have it. So it should, I'm sure like in time it will wear in, but this clear cover for the A5 size is meant to protect the fabric here. This will not fit an A5 notebook alone. So if you just try to put this on top of the Hobonichi Weeks, or not the Weeks, the Hobonichi A5 Cousin or the Hobonichi Hone, it will not fit, because this specific cover is meant for these fabric covers. So just so you're aware. And here's a closer look at the wooden beads that come on here. Aren't these so cute? I love it. I just love this pop of color. Yeah, this one, I almost want to say I may love the elephant cover slightly more than my Yumi letters cover. Now, when I first saw this, I mean, it was love at first sight. I think it was just the colors, the vibes, it just felt so cute. But something about this just felt very like comforting and cozy, where this is just more like fun and pop. This feels like just cuddles and snuggle vibes. But I still love this cover nonetheless, and I connect with it for all the reasons that the illustrations are on here. The tea, I mean the cute little kitty with her paper airplane, and we have the little dog, the letters for like snail mail, the tags for ephemera, the little book. I mean, just everything here I really connected with, like the stamp. And then we have just like washi strips and stickers, the tea bag, just everything about this is just so fun. And I really love how they added these, this is like a little keychain, but they added the illustration. It's like it's imprinted here on the cover. And I thought that was such a little neat, creative idea, because even if you don't feel the covers, feel the pockets, it just, you know, it has a pop of color there for you. So, but I think I just, something about this elephant cover. Okay, on with the others. All right, so this next A5 cover is, this is another one that really spoke to me, and it is the Only Is Not Lonely in dark brown. It was just like a rich, dark bar of chocolate, but I really, really love how they did this contrasting pop of red elastic closure instead of, you know, the butterfly loops for the pen. It's just very minimal, very simple. And again, I can use this for any of my A5 Midori notebooks. Technically, I could use this with my moleskin. Like if it does get thick and bulky, I could still use it, especially with the pen loop, and clip my pen in here, and it would still close just fine. One thing that I do love about this cover, it feels almost squishier than my almond one that I got, was it last year? It just, I like how it's very just floppy. It's not heavy, it's not stiff, it's very floppy. And I imagine if you use this with your Hobonichi Cousin, it won't add any additional like heavy weight to it. I'm curious to see if I could fit the hone in here. Would it, oh, okay, no, it's a little tight. Oh, maybe it will fit. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so I mean, if you do have the hone, you could fit it in here and kind of, oh wait, no, okay, hold on. Okay, maybe not. Well, it's not exactly pushed to the edge. Okay, I misspoke. Maybe not, because the hone adds a little bit more length here with this hardcover. But maybe if you put a binder clip and you clip the back, you could make this work if you really wanted to switch up the look of your hone. But it'll be very, very, very tight. But I'm really glad that I got this cover. I also really like this gold embossing on here. It just adds to the overall look to it. You guys, this is so soft. It's so squishy. Like I think during the winter, I'm just gonna go ahead and move into this. Okay, excuse me while I get some tea. Okay, so the next cover is this one. Even though it's technically not new, it just, for some reason this year, it spoke to me. It came out for 2024, but this is the A6 size, and this toast, you guys, I just love this. Now this cover is designed by the same illustrator for the A5, and I think that's why you might get the same fun, whimsical, kind of cute vibe from it. But I really like the inside, this tan neutral color, but with the contrast pocket and the pen loop. This I plan on using. This elephant illustration is very nice because I could use this as deco for any of my notebooks. I can use some tape or glue and just add it to anything that I have. So definitely hold on to these. But taking a look at these details, the ribbons here, they're very, very soft. They almost have like this suede-like feel to them, this brown and this cream. But such a fun cover. Again, I don't plan on using this with an A6 Hobonichi per se. This can be used with any A6 notebook that I have. So, oh, I just so glad that I got this cute little kitty toast cover, because it just, I don't know why, I didn't notice it really didn't pop out to me and stick out for this year. But one of my journal friends, she showed me her haul and she was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And for some reason, I just did a double take and I was like, wow, I think it's just so fun. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but if you look closely too on the cover, you can see a little bit of like gold or yellow right here from the strokes of like the brush of the paint. And I think that just adds like a fun pop to it. Okay, this is the dog clear cover for the Hobonichi Weeks, which I will show you. And then this is the clear cover for the A6 side. While I won't take these out, it's the same concept that I showed you with the A5 cover, where you'll want to, stick these in within the corner and it will protect your A6 cover. And this is the A6 Hone cover, which I'll show you momentarily. All right, so now let's take a look at the main inspiration behind this haul. And let's take a look. This is what I'm excited about the most. Is it on top? Okay. Ah, I see it. Okay, hold on. Got a couple of additional things. This is in the size large. I do have a small that I've had in my previous hauls. And this I could always, the nice thing about these is that you can use them anytime. You can use them for pretty much any notebook. A6, your Weeks, A5. The pink one I was imagining would be a nice contrast with this A6. I could loop it like this because it has a little bit of pink right here with the shadow casting under the cats. But I could also use it for my A5. I could use it here with my elephant as well and just close it. So I'm really happy that I got the large for this because I have made use of this a couple of times throughout the years. So I have the pink with the brown leather. This year it is my first time actually purchasing the double stick tape. I imagine that this would be a very nice portable way of carrying the double-sided tape when I have my covers on the go. I can slip them pretty much in any of these pockets here, whether it's in the A6 or in the A5, or if I just want to carry a sheet at a time, you can put this in your journal pouch. You can slip this in any pocket really. And what's really nice about this is that you can this side's already sticky. You just peel this top part here like that, and this side is sticky too. So if you are maybe on the go or traveling, or maybe you don't want to carry the whole roll of tape, you can add in ephemera. Or if you find something that you just want to add into your journal, this is a nice portable way of adding some double-sided tape. Another thing that I got is the pockets. You can pretty much stick this anywhere you'd like. You peel these ends right here and you add it to the page of your journal. You can add it to the inside right here. If you want to collect ephemera, this would be a nice way to put in fortunes or flowers or stamps, and you can really just add it anywhere within your notebook and still see what you have because it is see-through. So this is something that I am looking forward to using. I got these A5 folders because not only can I use them as folders to hold ephemera or pieces of paper, notes, I can also use them as a decorative cover for my A5 cover on cover. And one way you can do that, you can just kind of plop this here. And then when you add your cover on cover, Just make sure it's within it. And then it's just a nice way to switch up the cover, but still using the same cover, if that makes sense. So this is something that I have been doing a few years, especially with my Hobonichi weeks. If there's a color that you don't like, but you like the system, consider just using any type of, scrap paper, cardstock, or in this case, these folders, and you can switch up the cover and the design, or maybe you can cut this down and use it for your A6 covers. Another idea that I had in mind, but I'm not sure if I have the heart to actually do it. I was thinking of even cutting this down because I just love the illustrations so much and the color. I was thinking about using this as a pencil board or some type of like dashboard within my notebook, especially my moleskin notebook. So we'll see. Because with my dashboard, this is something that I will look at every day, and I like how it's a lot more flexible than the typical pencil boards that Hobonichi sells. This is very light. It will mold with my notebook, and because this is like soft cover, I just feel like it will be easier for me to like close it in the page, and then it will just kind of mold with the overall journal. So just something to consider if these are something that you have been wanting to get because of the illustrations, and maybe you want another way to use them. Speaking of pencil board though, I did get the little mouse in the wind with the little tulips here. I got this because the other side is, I believe it's like a lime green, and I thought I was going to want it, but I actually just stuck this in here to kind of meet the shipping, and I'm going to put it as a package for something that I plan on selling on my Instagram, which I'll share with you. These are 2 A5 size notebooks that you can, they're very, very thin, but they're a great addition to your Hobonichi Cousin. So if you want to use this, something that can log something outside of your journal, like maybe media or books or fitness, or just kind of notes to self. I like how it is thin, but it still can be a great way to add into your cover as an additional little notebook here. This is also nice if you use the Hone cover and you don't have, an outside cover that you plan on using, but you still want a thin portable separate notebook to log something outside of this. You can just, I imagine you can probably put a clear sticker on here, pocket, especially if you have the Hobonichi weeks. It comes with that clear pocket. You can stick it on here and then just tuck this in the back, or to keep it secure, or you can just literally just slip it inside like this and just carry it. So this is very nice because it still allows you to have some portability like that. And then if you wanted to, you can even use one of these elastics for on the go and keep it like that. So what's nice about this notebook is that this could be something that's just temporary. Maybe for a couple of months you need this for projects, or maybe something came up and you have nowhere in this notebook where it would make sense or have room. This is another great option to have. So I like, again, how thin and portable these little notebooks are. But also, if you didn't know, you can fit these here on the back side. So if you do have a cover for your A5, you can slip these on the back side of your cover like this, and it can be on the go, or you can just simply stick these here in addition to your A5 Hobonichi Cousin or notebook. Would it fit? Let me see if it would fit if you just tuck it in. Oh yeah, or if you want to hide it, you can just tuck it in like this. So I'm really glad that I got this two-pack, this set. This is the clear pocket, but in the larger size. This is like the postcard size. So you know, maybe instead of using like this washi to add in postcards or images or pictures, you can just simply stick it in like that. So I'll definitely be using this in the new year. You guys, I apologize for the lighting if it's going kind of in and out. Again, I just got off work, the sun is setting. I need to make dinner soon. So if you see that in one clip it's bright, it's dark, I apologize. It's just the lighting, the sun setting. These 4 stamps I definitely look forward to using. And this one I'm really excited about because I can track my books that I've read throughout the months. Let me reposition my mic just in case, if you can hear me better. The only thing is I'm noticing this may be a little too small to write in certain titles that I read, but it's still just a cute little addition to my overall monthly spread. This is how it looks. And then I can write in the title, or I can maybe put multiple books depending on how many I read. Or even if I'm journaling and I want to make a log within these blank pages, I can put the stamp on here and maybe describe or go into more in-depth recap of what I read and what I liked about that particular book. Now these other stamps are a great way to highlight the month, like if there's an event or if there's an important appointment or kind of a note to self. This would give me a great visual of something to, you know, draw my eye to. Definitely a great way to draw my attention. Now, if you don't have multiple colors of ink pads laying around, that's okay, because another thing that I do is I actually use watercolor, or sometimes I'll even use markers. This is probably not a good example because I use a lilac light color, but ta-da, there we go. These, if you wanted to go over the monthly, the actual day, I feel like this would probably be a better fit for the Hobonichi weeks. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Yeah, that would be a better fit for the Hobonichi weeks. Let's try this with a highlighter. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that looks good. But let me get the full effect in the black ink. Ta-da! Or if you wanted to do it horizontally, let's see how that looks. That could work too. Or maybe if you're journaling and there's something that you want to write or bring attention to, this could just be something that you could just stamp in the corner and then just make a little memo or note to self. Here I have a red ink for the last stamp, and let's see how this looks. That looks good. Or perhaps there's something that you want to highlight throughout the week or make note of. You can put it on the side of your planner or your diary and make note here, like a doctor's appointment or a reminder. And I know someone's going to ask what type of Hobonichi weeks this is. It's actually the sneaker, but sneaker mega, but I actually chopped off this bottom portion, and where I decided to chop it off is the extra here on the bottom where the monthly's at, because this, when you chop it down to that part, then it becomes an actual pocket size notebook. So this is the same dimension as like a pocket moleskin. It can fit pocket notebooks, the same size as like a field notes. So you can use this with like any cover. It's just more portable. And it was something that I was experimenting with, just so you are aware. Here are the little gifts that you get. The mystery notebooks I'll do towards the end. I got the A6 blank notebook. This is the first year that Hobonichi has released this. I know they've done the graph version before, but my regular viewers, you guys know I love a blank notebook. And I thought I would see how I like the blank Tomei River Hobonichi paper. And yeah, I could use it with my A6 cover, or I can just use this as like a little scratch pad. So I added this in here. And then just for reference, if you do get the A6 Hobonichi, I imagine you would be able to fit both of these in here and still have room, because it is fairly it's fairly thin. But this is also another option for some of you that really like thin, lightweight notebooks, and you know you're going to chunk it up with stickers or photos with ephemera, then this is something you may be interested in. I know they have a lined version, a graph version, and then again this new blank version. So for me, I like the blank because some days I feel like drawing, sketching, some days I feel like writing, maybe I just want to paint. So I like the flexibility that a blank page offers. It's just like a blank canvas. Okay, this was one of the covers that I was really excited to get, and I was definitely drawn to. When I first did my initial small Hobonichi haul, when I got the Yumi Letters A5 cover, I did not think that maybe I needed the weeks. But who am I fooling? Every year since Hobonichi came out with the mega version, I have just been, it's just part of my my yearly ritual, I would say. I just get a Hobonichi weeks because, I mean, they're very slim. It's slim profile. It doesn't take up a lot of room, but I like the layout. So if there's something that pops up and I need to jump into a smaller planner for whatever reason, that option is there. So like I said in my last video, this was my first love. When it came to the Hobonichi like notebook, I never really gravitated towards a Hobonichi A6 or the A5 Cousin, but when Hobonichi came out with the Mega Weeks version back in what year was this? 2018. You guys, I fell in love. So I've talked about this in a few of my other videos. This was like my everyday carry. I use this like all the time, a great memory keeper, and I just had so much fun. Like, as you can tell, I decorated it. Like, this was my precious. This was my precious. And then next year I continued on with that process, but then we know what happened towards the end of 2019. I peeled off these stickers and I reused it for my moleskin, because that's when actually moleskin came out with the expanded version, and I slowly kind of got out of the mega, but I still somehow every year I just had to get one, because I think it was just a core like happy time for me when I think about my very first love. And yeah, I think just every year this I decorated myself. This was the beige color. While I did not appreciate it back then, I do appreciate it now, and all I really did was create my own cover. I added this paper, but this was like my own little splash of art and scribbles on here and ephemera, and yeah, I just made my own cover. So that's what I was talking about. Also, when it came to the Hobonichi folders, if you really like the design, you could even cut these out and turn them into your covers. You just trace the Hobonichi. That's what I did on here. I traced a piece of paper and then I slipped it inside the cover. So you can use anything that you have laying around the house to just transform your own DIY cover. Or maybe if you have like a favorite sticker that you've been hoarding, because I mean, we all know there are a few stickers that we just kind of hold on to for whatever reason. You can just use that and add that to your cover. Or if there's a pencil, maybe there's like a pencil board that you like, then you can use even that as your cover. So you can just slip it inside just get your pencil board, slip it in, and then you can just put your cover inside. Well, I have the fortune blocking the way, but pretend that's not there, and then that could just be part of your cover. Now, it does not come with this closure. I DIY'd this. They're actually just Velcro dots that you can use, and the Hobonichi cover actually comes with this little flap that's meant to be kind of like a placeholder or a bookmark. So when you put this in your notebook, it holds your spot, but I like to use it as a closure for my clear Hobonichi cover. It's also nice too because if your pen happens to not fit into the pen loop and you just want to clip it here, by using this little flap, it could keep your pen in here pretty securely. Okay, but let's get back to the pistachio 2025 weeks. So while I have my 2025 lineup video coming, and going over in details what I plan on using each notebook for, it's really going to be small. I think I've narrowed down my lineup to like 3 notebooks. And one of them is going to be this, the Hobonichi Weeks. This I can also add into my notebook or my journal. You could technically even make this a cover. Put this in the front. But this pistachio color, you guys, I love this color. This in particular has a personal connection because when I was in elementary, I had, long story short, I had a shirt that I was gifted by an aunt, and it was this almost like this exact same color. I loved that color, and right when I saw it, I thought of my favorite like pistachio color shirt. And truth be told, that was where my love for olive tone like green became my favorite. I love, olive color, like mustard yellow. And when I saw this, oh my gosh, it was just like perfect. Like this is like my perfect like color that I would definitely love and enjoy seeing every day and reach for. So I do I do plan on using this as my fitness and health log. And this would just be a great way to have this bound in one system and just overlook my workout routine, like at a month glance, how consistent I've been. And then at a week glance, I would track, I would write down the weights that I did, the exercise, the reps. And then on this side, I do plan on, tracking like my macros, the meals. And yeah, this setup should be pretty easy. And then I can just add progress pictures or just other trackers in the back. The thing about the Mega that I really like too is that even if I don't use all the pages, it's only like an extra, I think, what is it, like $3 or $4 to upgrade to the Mega versus the regular. So my thinking is it's better to have more pages than not enough pages. And that's why I like getting the Mega version. This is that clear pocket that I was talking about earlier that you can stick into the hone. Right here, like if you were to, you could use this and then just stick in, you would just slide in the notebook right here. I would recommend sliding the notebook in the sticker first, so that way you know exactly how close to the edge it needs to be for you to comfortably close this. But yeah, all the Hobonichi weeks come with this clear pocket, one clear little pocket. And then this was that cover that I showed you earlier. These are, at first glance, I thought they were little mice, but then my journal friend was like, no, they're actually like dogs. I'm like, oh, I could see it. This kind of looks like a teddy bear to me. But yeah, like dogs in the wind, their little ears flapping. So I thought that was really, really cute. This kind of reminds me of like a little poodle. I have a little poodle, so all you do is just slip in your weeks like that. Oh, right here you can see this is where that page marker's at, and then you just lift it. Also, one thing to note, if you do plan on putting a cover on your Hobonichi weeks, then wait before you stick this on, because with all of the clear covers, it already has a back pocket here. and you wouldn't want to put this on twice. So, but if you do plan on using this, then you can add it maybe like on the inside right here as an additional pocket. Or you can just be like me and hoard it and hold on to it for other notebooks. But this is, this cover's kind of tight. Hold on. I'm sure it'll break in time. Okay, there we go. There. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cute. And then I'm going to do that same Velcro hack where I add the little Velcro dot and close it. And then I can just clip in my pen here. But this is just a fun little addition here. These covers are nice too because it protects like this fabric cover that this Hobonichi Weeks is made out of. So if I get like chocolate or sauce, you know, on here, I feel like it would be very distracting. And with this clear cover, you know, it obviously protects this. Oh, and these Hobonichi Weeks, they do come with 2 bookmarks, which are really fun because you have ways to add, you know, different placeholders or just put some charms on there, which I've done in the past, just added some charms to make it just fun. Okay, the sun, it's getting a little darker, so let me hurry up and show you. I have 3 more things. Oh my gosh, I really need a bigger cup of my tea. At this point, it was like iced tea, my cute little moving cup that I got at Barnes & Noble. All right, so I got another blank notebook. This is the same one as the A6 that I showed you, but just in the larger A5 size. Now I threw in this Hobonichi A5 Techo, the English edition, because the shipping to get here, it just made more sense to add a few things into my order to qualify for free shipping. So what I do plan on doing is, I'm not even going to open this because I know I'm not going to use the A5 Cousin. Or at least this is like the main version, you know, the one with the yellow cover. So if you are on the fence, or maybe if you were looking to get an A5 Cousin in the next few days, look out on my Instagram. I'll post in my stories. I'm going to sell this. And then I will also include the pen that you get, the free pen, so I'll include that as well. And then I'm also going to include those freebie gifts. These are those A6 size notebooks that you get. So I'm going to keep these sealed because I know that I'm not even going to use these. So I will include this as the gift with this. So yeah, so keep a look on my Instagram. It will be posted in the next few days if you're looking for the English version of the Hobonichi Techo Cousin. And then of course, speaking of the pens, I have 2 more that came in the box because you get one with the Weeks, and then you also get one with, ta-da, the star of the show. You guys, this is the one, saving the best for last. This is the one that I was excited about. This is the one that inspired my purchase. This yellow, I'm feeling this yellow this year. I love how they did the contrasting like orange grip and this yellow barrel. And another reason why I'm so excited about this is because it reminds me of Luffy's hat on One Piece, which is what this A6 cover is. It's the One Piece edition. And as I shared in my previous Hobonichi video, 2 videos back, I believe, you guys, this hone style, I love the feel of this. I love the feel of the fabric, and it's just, while it's durable, it's also still flexible. Like I can bend this. It's not completely stiff like a lot of hard covers. So I just had to get it, and I was hoping that they wouldn't sell out, and they did not. So I'm very, very excited to get this. The Hones do come with this pencil, like this pencil board where you can clip your pen. I can just clip the pen like this on the side, and it would fit comfortably like this. So it's a perfect match because it goes with, again, Luffy's hat. And you guys, I fell in love with One Piece ever since Netflix came out with their live adaptation. I mean, I've had some friends that I knew were fans of the show, but I just really could never get into the manga or even like the anime because it seemed kind of, I don't know, like I thought it was for like kids. It seemed really just silly and goofy. And while the first episodes do feel like that, there are just like underlying messages that can apply to everyday adult life, which I really, really appreciate. There are different characters in the show, and I feel like I can relate to each and every character. There's like the optimism with Luffy, he's like a golden retriever. And then there are other characters that, are just on their own quest in life. They struggle with, finding their purpose in life, or they have to make big sacrifices. And I just feel like you can relate to each and every character. So yeah, that show really hit me in a way that I did not expect, and now like I'm obsessed. So I'm excited to get this, and this A6 cover is going to be my everyday, just quick like life memory keeper. I would say this is a really great way to keep a portable journal without feeling the pressure to fill a large page. So if I just want to write like a little gratitude, 1 or 2 lines a day, that's fine. If I just want to plop a sticker, that's fine. But my goal is to journal or document something, whether it's big or small, each day for 2025. And this I can easily fill, and it'll just be so fun. And again, I like the way that this cover feels. It's just nice. And then I did get that cover for the clear cover to protect this. And although it doesn't come with that little flap, like that page marker where I can Velcro this together or Velcro it closed, I have this blue elastic that I can use if I'm traveling or if I'm on the go, that can hold this in place. And another reason why I liked the cover is obviously to protect, the fabric, but I can slip in more ephemera here. So if I wanted to put some stickers, or if I wanted to even put another thin A6 size notebook, or just even like thinner notebooks, I can slip these in here like that. And that could be portable. Or even like on the back here, I can slip this in and carry more notebooks with me. This is the one I'm excited about the most for the new year. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging in here with me, and I'll see you in the next video. If you also got something from the Hobonichi 2025 line, what are you most excited about? I'd love to know.